Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Monday, January 27th, and wow, what a red market we're opening up to. It looks a little bit crazy, actually. That deep seek is definitely screwing with our markets. Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, as are as red as you could ever see them. And Nvidia is down like 12% almost. It's insane. Apple's down a little bit. The rest of the market's just hanging out. We'll go through it all, see what's happening. But wow, what a red morning that one is. That's a big sell off right there. So I expect it to be pretty red, I would have to say. And let's take a look and see what's going on. Hold on 1 minute. I'm getting to our Jolie's jumpers right here. And here we go. ALUR, not a very long list today, that's for sure. ALUR, that's down this morning. It ran the other day, and I have a feeling a few of these might be runners from Friday, which not our fault. I mean, not a whole lot hopping right now. Hold on, let me hop into the trend spider. I X'd out of that thing somehow. And let me get back in here real quick. Wow, what a red morning that one is. All right, come on. All right, now we can start up. Here we go. ALUR. Let's see. And now this wants to take a while. Wow, market's red. The charts don't want to work. I don't know what's going on. AAPL. Let's see if Apple. All right. ALUR. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, it did run up on Friday. Here we go. Let's get cruising. 688 to 2026. Holy cow, that thing was cruising. It's at 689 and pulling back like everything else at the moment. That's ALUR. CHSN. Let's see. Chance International. Big dip. This one's in the basement. This one's actually a pretty nice one to keep an eye on, CHSN. So I'll keep an eye on that one, see what it wants to do. That is a China one. So we are going to watch that one. DXF, we know that one ran up. That's actually, I was surprised it didn't run up some more this morning. I looked at it when I got up and it wasn't up. It closed. Oh, I guess it did. It closed at 31.54. It was up to 35. All right, it did gap up a little bit there, so it is up. My bad. I didn't realize it was up because it looked like it ran. It ran like 45.50 the other day. But yeah, it did close at 31.54 and it's at 35 right now. So it did gap up like we were talking about last night. That's why I looked at it. I was like, wow, that didn't gap up. I'm surprised with that look, but it did. GMHS, that Golden Star acquisition. Let's see. That one didn't that change its name or something? GODN. Yeah, GODN is now GMHS. And that one's at the bottom, going to start curling up. We were just talking about this shell company, and they did change their name. So that's what it is. It was GODN. Now it's GMHS. We talked about that last night. GOEV. Canoe, this one looked pretty good. It's down, it looks like this morning. I was talking about it last night. I mean, everything's kind of down. This one was setting up, but it is pulled back. It was looking much better. HWH. This one we've looked at, HW International. It is cruising this morning. We found one that's moving actually, HWH Leisure. And what it do? Here you go. It is 49 to 62. It's back to 38. So it already ran up and did its thing today. And let's see what HYZN is doing. This is a auto part company in the US. This is way in the basement. It looks like it could be bottoming out. I remember when this one ran months ago. And yeah, taking a look at this auto part company, HYZN, Heisen Motors. That's a U.S. motor part, and they are starting to set up right there. And that Mullen, remember we talked about it last night. It is up 3 cents, and like I said, you don't want to hang out with this thing very long. So catch the pop and get out because they will run a reverse split or an offering or something crazy. It's got to be the most diluted company in the world. So NVNI, this thing was running up on Friday, and it doesn't look too bad this morning. To try to get moving again. What is it? 432 to 440. It's sitting at 376. And like I said, it's not terrible, especially considering the market right now. And TCTM, that is TCTM Kids IT Education in China. And this one's going to be cruising. It's curling up, looking good. So keep an eye on it. And let's rock and roll and see what it wants to do here. 39 to 49. It's back to 36. So it is a little lower. It was looking, I would keep an eye on it. I bet it gets set up some more. And TGVN, let's see. TGVN. Here we go. And I don't, is that one? There's something definitely close, similar to that. I don't even see that, but I know there was something very similar to these letters. Let me see. It could be just a little bit backwards or something. Anyway, there you go with your Jolie's jumpers list. And then let's take a look and see what our laptop lowdowns are looking at. They're going to probably be our best bets coming up here, and especially that list last night, that laptop travel list we went through last night. There are a couple really good ones on that list too. So take a look at some of them, like that Sky we were looking at last night. There's a couple that could be moving even in this red market. So, um, yeah, let's see. That Sky is that's not today. That's actually the 24th, so that went back there. So yeah, it's not opened up yet. But yeah, there's a few that I was just trying to see if any of the ones we marked up were looking good there. But like I said, there'll be some really good ones. So keep an eye on that list. ADTX. Let's see what these guys are doing. It was trying to get set up to get out of the basement, and now it's pulled back just a little bit, only like 3.5%. So nothing real bad this morning, but I mean the whole market's kind of pulling back. Well, at least the big caps are, and I bet it will be a pretty red day. BCAN up 39 cents, and this one's getting out of the basement here, so keep an eye on this one, guys. BCAN, and it did run a little bit today, it looks like. It went from 508. I guess it gapped up. It had to have. Yeah, because it closed at 409. It opened at 508, and it's back to 440. So it's still up from where it closed the other day, but it gapped up there and came back down. EVTV, Envirotech Vehicles, and this one's way in the basement, just going to be setting up. So keep an eye on this. We'll have to keep an eye on a lot of stuff today, the whole entire market. So I'll see what that's up to. And again, these guys, a lot of them are just in that basement getting set up. And today they may just be in that basement with everything else. ICON, this Icon Energy, still in the basement here. Looks like we found that bottom at 40, a little over 40 cents, 40 and a half. It's at 48. So we'll keep an eye on that. Icon Energy, IGMS. Let's see this guy. IGMS. Let's see what you're up to. It's curling up really good, actually. We'll see if it can get through that MACD on a red day like this. But that one, keep an eye on. If not, it'll set back up. IZM. This is Ixzoom Group or something, and it's in the basement right there. IZM. And let's see. Yeah, it is curling up right there, hitting that line. We'll have to see if it can get through right there. PEPG. Oh, Pepsi. That's at 149. I missed the G right there. So that's Pepsi. And that's curling back up. I remember it came down to like the 140. So Pepsi is not looking as bad as it was a couple weeks ago. And that PEPG now, that PepGen, and this thing is getting to be in the right spot, guys. Keep an eye on it because that one's going to get set up fairly soon. PRGS, let me see. PRGS, Progress Software. Oh, this thing looks like it might be trying to get set back up here. PRGS right here. And what is it doing this morning? $52. It's just sitting there. Where to close at? 54. So it actually came down a little bit more. So I'll see where that one wants to stop at. RFAC. Let's see RF Acquisition, the shell company. And that one went from top to bottom, and it's trying to curl back up. So keep an eye on RFAC. That one could try to pop back up. RTC, we've been looking at. Looks like it's getting its bottom in there. So that one's a great one to keep an eye on. The Stardust Power, I'm telling you, this thing looked really good last week. It was pulling back a little. I don't think it's doing anything today yet. No, it's not doing anything. It doesn't look like. SDST, and that's Stardust Power. And this thing, it popped up on the scanner last night, so we'll keep an eye on that SDST because that one could get set up. And Wint, remember we were talking about this the other day, and it did run up on Friday. I did see it popping up there. We were just talking about it. Went from like 20 to 33 and a half, and it came all the way back down to 16, it looks like. So it looks like Wint might have came back down today. Yeah, it does look like it's down 17. What it close at? It closed at 17, so it's just sitting sitting at that 17 cents. But did run up there on Friday, and there you go for your laptop lowdown list right there. And again, the whole market looks like it might be a lowdown one. Let's take a look at it and see. Yeah, let's holy cow, it's a red mag 7 right there. I can tell you that right now. Wow, they are getting smoked this morning. So yeah, the China plays the China, especially the penny stocks and stuff, they're going to be moving while the market's getting smashed. Let's just take a look at it. The SPY is down 1362. It came back to the 20 at 594. So if you had puts on it, you were looking really, really good this morning. I can tell you that. So the SPY way down. Apple taking a little bit of a beat, and I mean they can't really take much more of a beat, and it's getting into the basement, which isn't very common for Apple. Very odd. It's used to the top, not the basement. So Apple experiencing a spot that they're not used to, but again, it's not as pulled back as some of these other ones because it was already pulled back. Amazon pulled back $10, and it's sitting back on the resistance line and looks like it could be pulling back to the 50. So we'll watch that. And Google. This one was down a little bit, down 696, underneath it at 50 or the 20, I mean, and coming towards the 50 is what I was looking at. So, yeah, Google looks like it is pulling back right there. Meta was down 24.10. It's at 622. It's still not below its support line there, but it does look like it's gotten crushed, and we'll see what it wants to do. If it can maintain itself right here, it'll be fine. It'll be a good opportunity. Microsoft way down to its support line at 417. So they just all kind of reset real quick, that's for sure. So Microsoft way down there. And Nvidia is way down too, guys. It's underneath of its support line. And it got shot way down there at 125, down $16, got crushed. So Nvidia all the way down. And obviously that DeepSeek is just crushing all this stuff. So the sooner they find out that's a fraud, the faster some things can probably bounce back. Tesla's down $17 and it is pulling back there. So all of them just getting ripped to shreds. AMC's down 10 cents. GameStop, hold on, GME is down 76 cents, and that Chewy might be down 90. It is 91 cents back to its support line right there. So CHWI and that U is down 91 cents as well. So that one's bouncing off the top there. Or off the resistance and coming down, and that's that Unity software. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming down. Let me just see. I bet the semiconductors AVGO is down $30 right now, back to 213. So MU, that's down $6. These things are going to be great prices to run them back up as soon as you find out that China thing's false or a fraud. Because I doubt DeepSeek. Remember, Trump just came out with all this AI stuff, and then they just time it perfectly that they have the best AI software, and it's cheaper and better than everything. Come on now, that's insane. I don't believe it honestly. So we'll have to see through that stuff and see what happens. But TSM way down $22, down to 199. I mean, these things are just down. SMCI, that was setting up. It's down $3 now, so that's just down. AMD's down 468. That one's going to get set up really nice. You can see it's sitting on that support line. So yeah, you can almost see that thing's going to be false. QCOM didn't even care; it just kept going up actually. So Qualcomm doesn't even care about the news. It's like I'm going to run up into the top. So didn't even phase it for whatever reason. Intel's up a little bit too. So there you go. Intel up a hair. And let's see what else. MSTR is down $19 because Bitcoin. We're going to go through crypto. Bitcoin's back under 100,000 overnight. It got crushed. I woke up. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. So yeah, it came way down. It dipped down almost like 5 grand from yesterday. So let's take a look at this crypto and see what's happening real quick. Yeah, Bitcoin's teetering between 98,000 and 99,000. So it is way down there, guys. It just got beat down. It had a great base, and then it hold on, I'm waiting for the chart to come up. Remember, I was telling you that that 50 was underneath of them, and it had such a good base. I wasn't sure if it was going to come down that far. Well, it came down there, and so we'll have to see. I think it's going to be the bottom right here. I don't think they're going to pull back any lower, so I think this is going to be a big old dip overreaction, and you're going to get some great pricing. And again, it's all over this. Basically, this deep seek thing is all kind of crazy. So we'll go through crypto and then we'll look at the news and see what's going on. Ethereum's back to 3,060, and that one's coming down and touching the 200 there. So remember, the 50 was over. It was in that channel. Well, it's coming down and touching it. So that one is doing that. Ripple at 279 now. And let's see what Ripple's doing. Big pullback. And that 50 was way under it. And it's pulled back. It's not down to it, but it definitely pulled back. I think this is as low as they're going to go, to be honest. Maybe they pull back a little bit more, but I don't know if they're going to pull back much more. Solana's back to 225. So if you're looking to try to get some ETF 500, it's a good time to buy Solana. It's much cheaper right now. And let's see. And again, it's pulling back to that 50. It's not quite there, and I doubt it'll go through it, but it had a great base up there, and this is going to be your little dip and then your rip situation, it looks like. So that's Solana. Doge is at 31 now. And yeah, Doge got smacked down pretty good too. So yeah, Doge is coming down, and hopefully that'll just bottom out right here and get moving because that 50's over top of it, curled down, and it's pushing it down. And that 200 is way down there. It's at like right above 20 cents. I can't tell exactly, but it's not too far, maybe 22 or something. So it could dip pretty good if it had to. And that is Doge. And let's take a look at Bonk real quick and see what we're up to. If I can type it in, hold on, BONK. Oh, I can't even type it in. I don't know what the heck's going on. Here we go. Bonk. I was gonna say I'm about to do it on the computer. Bonk is down to, oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, Bonk came through to 200, so that's not a good look, to be honest with you. That 50 pushed it down. It was in that channel, and it came under that 200. So hopefully that's the bottom right there for Bonk as well. So yeah, lots of getting destroyed, crypto, stock market, everything. Let's just look real quick. I'll tell you what ETF 500 is doing. It's maintaining itself at like 2.5 cents, it looks like, which is really good. It's at 0.022. So yeah, it's right around there. And like I said, it's trying to hold itself up with everything else, even dipping down. So it's probably going to have to base out here and then make its next leg up. So I think that we're just going to see this big pullback today, obviously, and then probably get bouncing back up. But you're going to see a lot of great opportunities. I mean, holy cow, everything got smashed down. Um, Crypto's way down. The Mag 7 is way down. And let's look at see what's going on in the market. What else is happening? Let's see real quick. Um, Let me know if you guys want to see anything real fast this morning. Apple's one of the few showing strength in the pre-market. Yeah, it got beat down so bad, huh, Luis Rodriguez, that it didn't really have a choice. It's only down $1.58, so I think that one might try to get rolling back up. What's TVGN? Let's look at that laptop travel. TVGN here. Tevogen. Oh, that one's popped up there like 54 cents. So there you go. There's one that actually got moving this morning. 174 to 238. It's at 189 right now. So keep an eye on that one, and maybe it can continue to move up. Barbara wants to look at a couple. Let's see what these are doing. They might not be moving just yet, Barbara. GCTK is actually up 0.5%, so that's a good look right there. And again, these penny ones could still move, even though the rest of the market's getting crushed. Holo, this one's up 25 cents. I'm telling you guys, keep an eye on this thing because it's going to get rocking and rolling. You can just see it happening. So keep an eye on good old Holo and good old Rime, RIME. That's down 10%. Let's see. It's just crawling on that bottom. Pull back a little bit. It was trying to set up and crawl up there. It did pull back, hitting the MACD line. We'll have to see if it tries to cross through. If tomorrow is a little better, if things clear up, it'll get moving right there. And B hat's up like 6%. And like I said, it's getting to be right in the right spot, guys. So keep an eye on this B hat. And then pet, let's see what our pet's doing. That one is just sitting there. Oh, this one could be an interesting one. Let me see if it's moving yet this morning. I don't think it's moving yet. Is that? Yeah, that's Friday's date. It's not moving yet, and it's sitting at the right. Oh man, in between the 50 and the 20s up, the 50s coming down. It's over the MACD line, and it could go either way. I wish I could see it. Let's see. I'll look at Pet for sure today when it opens up, and that WTO. Let's see. I'm surprised if this one's pulling back a penny, being a China small cap one, and it was looking really good. It still looks really good, guys. So just a little pullback right there. Yeah, B hat is up. LE, isn't that one up a little bit? Oh, it's just flat, but it looks really good. I think it was maybe it wasn't moving yet. Hold on. I thought it was. No, it was Friday's date. All right. LE is Friday's date, but it is looking good right there. So keep an eye on that one. And let me see what else you guys want to look at here. And like I said, the ETF 500 is maintaining itself. So that one isn't looking bad right there. Let's see. What is TOPP? TOPP, Top Point Holdings. This one's a new one that took a pretty good dip, it looks like. Let me look on mine. Can't really tell. It's so new. Hold on. I know top, but TOPP. Yeah, that one took a nice dip on Friday. It just opened up the 22nd, which was, let me see, that was Wednesday. So it's brand spanking new, that one. So I'll look and see if I can tell what it's trying to do today because it did pull back there. FLGC, let's see what that's doing. Flora Growth Corp. And this one's touching that bottom down there. FLGC. So yeah, that one's touching the bottom, and we'll have to see when that one wants to bounce back up. And AXL, American Axle and Manufacturing Holdings, and this one's crawling up and looking good actually. So AXL not looking bad right there. That's probably the better out of them ones is that AXL, and then yeah, ETF 500. It's just hanging out, like I said, just holding itself above 2 cents, which is really good. That GODN, we went over it. It changed its stock ticker. So if you're looking for it, it's GMHS now, Golden Star Acquisition Corp. And it is down, it looks like 56 cents. And yeah, just keep an eye. GMHS, it's going to be now. And 235. What did it even open at? 275. So it did pull back there. So we'll keep an eye on it for that bottom, Josh. But yeah, if you're looking for it, it did change its stock ticker and it will be GMHS. I'm sure if you type in that GODN, it goes right over to it. So you should be good and finding it. But yeah, it did change its stock ticker right there. Yeah, Luis Rodriguez, we might have to add some calls and add to some positions on this dip because this is one hell of a dip right there. I'm not going to lie. So we'll have to keep an eye on this and see if it does want to bounce right back and it does cool off a little bit because it does look like the deep seek did something, and yeah, hopefully the market and cooler heads prevail and see Truth AI, most likely funded and certainly controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. We asked it if a few sensitive questions that it did not want to talk about, not really an open AI, beware. And yeah, Laptop Travel knows a lot of people over there. And so he probably would have an idea of what's going on. And but it is a pretty red market right there. How about NXTT real quick? We'll check that out and see what that's doing. NXTT, Next Technology, way down there, down 14 cents, huh? Let's see. Oh yeah, I had a nice dip there on Friday. This is one to keep an eye on. It's down to $1.27. It opened at 129. So we'll just see how far it wants to pull back here on this market. And again, just brutal for the Mag 7. It looks like Walmart's up, and other sectors could be doing a little bit better. Walmart's up 63 cents, so it really is the tech and the Mag 7. Obviously, semiconductors, all them bad boys, anything that has to do with NVIDIA or big tech, they're getting crushed down. The rest of the markets, somewhat green, a little bit red here and there. So that's a little bit mixed, but the Mag 7 getting crushed. Crypto's getting crushed too. So both of them says Nasdaq futures tumble as DeepSeek rattles tech. That's the first story. Nasdaq futures lead sell off as AI fears rock techs. Morning bid AI AI AI. Dow futures tumble 400 points. Nasdaq futures lose 4% as Nvidia leads AI stock rout, and the Dow S&P 500 sets to fail. Nasdaq to dive on DeepSeek worries. So I would say it's definitely DeepSeek doing it. We were talking about it last night. We had already known what was going on. That's the beauty of the show. We do it twice a day and Sunday night, and then we kind of know exactly what's happening. We already knew that this was going to be happening, so I woke up and expected it. It wasn't anything that I was waking up to and going, "Oh wow, this is crazy." It's just a whole lot of pullback right there. So that was the crazy part. But let me see what's going on the stock twit side real quick and see what they're up to. Yeah, how's Intel up? I have no idea. It's laptop travel, and I saw that. I didn't see it this morning until we were just going through it, and I was like expecting it to be way down, and it's actually up. And QCOM was up too, and that one had looked good, and it is. It's cruising up there, getting in the top. So if you're gonna look at one, QCOM might be your winner right there. So yeah, pretty crazy. Nvidia's down, SPY, QQQ, Sophie, SMCI, Meta, Microsoft, Intel's up, Amazon's down, and BABA might be a good one on the China plays. This one's trying to get set up and run. It's at 90.86, so it is up a little bit today, over 1.5%, or almost 2% for BABA. So that one, just keep an eye on. And what else is going on? That MLGO. Let's see. That's another China one right here. Micro Aljo or whatever. MLGO. That's up almost $1 this morning. MLGO. So I'm telling you, these China plays are going to get wild. You could tell they were setting up. And so keep your eyes on them. Let's see what's going on in the market. I'll just look over here and see some top gainers real quick just to see. It looks like JG, whatever that is. That's a China infrastructure one. I'm telling you, just take a look at all these. That's up over 200%. AKRO is actually a biotech company that's up over 100%. That MLGO is up. And ETNB is another biotech company in the US that got up into the top. And your TVGN and DADA, that one's a China one, and that one's trying to move. ICCT, keep an eye on this thing. This one's setting up. iCore Connect looks pretty good, guys. It's trying to run right now. It's up a little bit, but just watch it. Holo, I'm telling you, keep an eye on that bad boy. It's looking real good. And that WIMI too, WIMI, that's another hologram China company that's trying to set up. So keep your eye on them guys right there. Let's see what else is happening over here. Do do ONCO, that one's trying to move a little bit. It's up 71%. We looked at HWH, Nvidia's down, TVGN, Acon, that one's down a penny, and obviously the Nvidia bear ETFs are going to be looking good. That NVDQ is looking good right here. Let's see what else. MLGO Rhyme is down a little bit, and let me see the next page. Yeah, that JG and the RGTI is down. Like I said, we'll look at them. They're probably all pulled back, so we don't have to waste our time. That ASST is coming down a little bit, but that was a great assist to run up. MSTU pulling back. ICCT is yeah, that one's trying to set up, guys. I was just talking about that one, and looking pretty good right there. And let's see what else is going on over here. Anything catches my eye besides that JG ran way up, and I think we've pretty much saw everything. take a look at this YHGJ. Holy cow, them letters mess with me. But it's that's a. I was gonna swear that was gonna be a China company just by the letters. It's called Yunhong Green CTI Ltd. and it's a U.S. packaging and container company. And just keep an eye on that thing. I don't know what it's trying to do, but it looks like it's trying to do something and build a base right there. GMHS, that golden star, that is way down there. So keep an eye on that for a little bounce back soon. And yeah, I think that's about it within an ICCT. So I would say things got pretty wrecked right there. And let's just see. Laptop Travel has a few China stocks here. Ray, this one's looking really good. Ray Tech, that's a Hong Kong company. BQ is a China company. That one's running up and looking pretty decent right there. GMM is Global MoFi, and that's trying to set up. It's up 39 cents. That Weemy, that's looking really good. Like I said, keep an eye on that bad boy. And TC, let's see, TC, that's not so cool right here. Let me see if it's doing anything over here. TC. It ran around on Friday. It's not doing anything yet, so it's hard to tell right there. And that's TCUCL. Let's see that one real quick. Oh, that one's going to get set up off of that support line. You can see that. SXTC. This one we've looked at plenty of times before, and it's up 2 cents and trying to curl up there. So yeah, these China plays are looking good. AZI, and you know that they can run like crazy. AZI wants to bounce off that support line. NCI, just kind of pulling back, but nothing too crazy. Not doing much yet, but not that it looks like. But yeah, that one could be a good one too. And CHNR is China Natural Resources. And this one is trying to get set up here. I'll have to look at that one as well. Let me see. CHNR. And yeah, it looks like it is trying to move. It's not doing anything on mine yet, but it was trying to move Friday and does look good. So there you go with CHNR. And yeah, just a crazy, crazy morning right there for sure. Because I'll tell you what, it's pretty red and brutal for our Mag 7. And go figure, Intel is up, and the DeepSeek is doing something crazy, putting out some crazy info there, and I doubt any of it's true. But you know that's what they like to do to mess with things. So there you go, everyone. I'd say that's a solid pre-market. I wish it was a little bit better and greener, but it's definitely not. And Mag 7 is way down there, so we'll just have to go through that and see what these bad boys are going to do today. And yeah, Weemy looks real good, guys. So keep an eye on it. Again, any of these China ones, these small caps are looking kind of decent. And Intel keeps chips in America with its fabs, so should be up big time with China exploiting NVIDIA chips being made overseas. So there you go, Carrie. Thank you. And yeah, I'm telling you, it's a red one right there. So thank you everybody for tuning in and greatly appreciate it. And we'll see what happens today. Let me know if you guys want to look at anything else. I'll be around. I'll take a look at that ETF 500. And like I said, everything's just pulling back, especially crypto right now getting smashed. So that's holding itself up. So that's a good thing. And yeah, we'll see what's going to happen today with this whole DeepSeek thing, because obviously it seems to be a deep problem in our tech, and it's a big sell off there. So thank you everybody, especially Asian Joe Lee for your Joey's jumpers, and Laptop Travel for your laptop lowdowns. Green Thumbs MS, Jay Kratz, East Coast Beach Girl, Barbara Bong Prichan. I talked to hold on, I want to make sure it's what is it, five, it's like five Svet. I talked to him a couple times. We got him set up for the crypto thing, and a bunch of other people. Brian, Fearless, Richard, who else? Joel, Voodoo, Drew, Chronic there, Anthony and Josh, Hugh Tessering, Who's that? Music. It says music's great. Yes, it is. And Zach, how is everybody this morning? Hope you guys have a great Monday morning. It is a red market. Crypto's way red too, and our ETF 500 is just chilling at like 2 cents, a little over 2 cents, keeping itself up there. So should be looking good, I think. And we'll be keeping an eye on everything. I'll keep you guys updated. So let me know if you just want to see anything today, and I will let you know what it looks like. So there you go for a pretty red Mag 7 pre-market and a crypto red morning. So we'll see if we can battle out of this, and I'm sure we will. As soon as that DeepSeek ends up being a fraud, it'll all bounce back real nice. So there you go, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. You know what I always say, trade smart, lock in those profits. Goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.